It's Friday, July 22nd, the 22nd day of my journey to eat a hot dog a day during National Hot Dog Month. And I'm in Shrewsbury, Massachusetts at the Edge. Hot dogs. The Edge is Mrs. Hot Dog Man's favorite spot. It's a fully restored 1948 Fodero Dining Car. Let's go in and check it out. This place is like stepping into a time capsule. Everything is the way it was back in 1948. They've lovingly restored this. Here's a drawing of the original Edgemere Diner as it looked in its heyday.
My name's Chris Cupstis, my brother Dave. That's what we were going to call the name of the place. But anyway, we started a hot dog place about 4 years ago, and this was an idea that we would try to come into a diner in Shrewsbury, Massachusetts that's been empty for about 4 years and try to make something of it, try to do something with the place. So we thought of doing something different for a change, making it a hot dog place where we make all our own fresh relishes, our own fresh chili, barbecue sauce. We've got a pineapple relish, a jalapeno relish, and a cucumber relish. People come back for what we do fresh. That's our thing. We also started about a year ago making and brewing our own homemade root beer here. It's gone unbelievable. We can't keep up with it. It's just something that has taken off like crazy. Dave?
That's pretty much the story. I mean, it was an old diner. It was closed, sitting here empty. We bought it. We refurbished it, kept the nostalgia here, and turned it into a hot dog place. We've been doing really well with it.
And it used to be called, what, the Edgemere Diner?
It used to be the Edgemere Diner. We shortened that to the Edge.
Here's a shot of the menu. Hot dogs, burgers, fries. They have weekly specials at the Edge as well.
I think the thing that's made us successful is sticking with what our idea was originally, was having fresh relishes, chopping up the cucumbers fresh daily, jalapenos. We cook the jalapenos every morning. We chop them up. We make it fresh. Chili, fresh ground beef, barbecue, fresh ground beef. Everything is fresh, all the way to our Martin's potato roll. People come back and they make a lot of comments on the fresh relishes, the fresh sauces, everything that we do fresh.
So at the Edge, it's go fresh or go home, huh?
I got in an argument with my brother back and forth about that we should try to do the canned relishes. It's cheaper that way, and he stuck to his guns, and it really has paid off a lot. That is why people come back to the Edge, is for our fresh relishes and sauces.
They serve KM products at the Edge. They have the Old Time Franks and the Fenway Franks. What do you consider to be your signature dog here? If you could pick one dog, I see there's a whole list of them, but if you could pick just one.
We get that question every day.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I can answer it any different than I tell everybody else. We've had a menu that we've condensed and made about half of what it was. Every one of these hot dogs on the menu is very popular. So my worst thing when customers come up to the counter, it all depends. Do you like sweet? Do you like barbecue sauce? Do you like spicy? Then probably the chili. The fresh cucumber relish is a popular item. But it's a real tough one to say what is our best dog.
So any one of the ones on that list.
People get in arguments all day long about what's the best dog. If they like the chili, you know what I mean?
There's the Edge Old Number 43 root beer barrel. Who came up with the root beer idea?
We wanted to have it all along, but I think it was Chris that actually pushed to make it. But it took us both a lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of time to actually come up with the recipe that we call Old Number 43, because we took 43 different recipes before we got it right. So.
Right, I mean, basically when we started the root beer about a year ago, we really just thought we wanted to add something to the menu. When we first started with the hot dogs, it went well. We added the fresh burgers, which we get fresh daily, and we added a root beer that we thought would go okay, it would be a good idea. We just had no idea what we were in for. What we found since we've done it is that there's really not many people that are really brewing their root beer here on the premises. So what we did was we got a lot of opinions from customers for a year, telling us what it needed more of and what it needed less of. So we really listened to our customers a lot, and we came up with that 43 based on not just what we thought was good, but just trial and error and what the customers like. And what we found is we have a lot of people coming into this diner to say, is this where the homemade root beer is? Because it's very unique and it's very different.
Set up a keg system at the Brockton Rocks baseball stadium with a barrel just like this. It's actually on wheels, and they wheel it around on the concourse and serve root beer at the games.
Cool.
The chief of the concession stands, I mean, he came over, he tasted the root beer, he said, I gotta have this in my stadium. It's gonna do a couple of things. It's not just so much what it costs, because it does cost us a little more to make it. His whole idea was, can you imagine what this is gonna do for an old-fashioned ballpark? It's gonna bring back all that old-fashioned, it's gonna have a lot of the certain age group that are gonna really like to bring their grandkids, explain it to them. And what we're really realizing is we've got a really big college crowd and young kid crowd that really appreciate the root beer as well. And what they're doing is they're finding it here, and then they're going out and they're telling their buddies, hey, I found something. And it's something that I think is just as popular as some of the old folks that like it because it's brewed old-fashioned. We've got a lot of the young kids that are real excited about it too. Actually, we just got our first account yesterday selling it outside of the diner. So
Where's that?
well, we actually have it at a convenience store right now in Charlton, but I've got a lot of interest from a lot of these restaurants. I'd rather not say their names until they're they're in, but we've got a lot of real good interest from some of the food chains in the area. Our bun guy is going to walk through that door in about 5 minutes. We have fresh delivered rolls on a pretty well daily basis for the most part, and we've been through 4 roll companies alone, and they talk about what's a good hot dog. And we've learned a lot in 4 years as to how to make a good hot dog. 4 bun companies, I won't mention the names, things that we found that they were supposedly fresh, we found out they were frozen. Pretty much every one of them except for this one that we use, which is Martin's potato buns, which cost us quite a bit more, but we get a lot of compliments on, wow, I mean, how many people use a potato bun for their hot dog? And then you get the hot dog alone. We have a lot of competition, and a lot of customers come in and say, geez, this is really a full-size, regular-size hot dog. And they make comments on some of the dogs that are smaller. And I said, no, if we're going to do it, we want to do it with the best bun we can find, the best hot dog we can have. He said he's got 2 options here with the Fenway Frank being an all-beef, and then the natural casing old-time. But it's the fresh relishes that we make daily that really brings people back in here. I have a lot of, believe it or not, we have a lot more women than we thought we'd have come in here, and they say, boy, I like that fresh relish. It tastes like it's come right out of the garden. So we get a lot of good compliments on our homemade relishes. Beautiful.
So you come here?
I go here twice a week.
Yeah.
And I eat here maybe twice a month, maybe.
Yeah. So you must go to a lot of restaurants delivering bread and things like
Not
that.
a lot of restaurants, but I've eaten a lot of places.
Yeah. Well, when you're
But I like to eat, and I like to eat. These are the best hot dogs around, I think.
why do you know why the place closed originally? Did it?
I don't know.
It was just in vacant and in disrepair when you guys came across it.
It was sitting here for 4 years. So a lot of people are really happy that we did something with the place, especially a lot of people in Shrewsbury. Real happy that we made it something.
Well, it's a landmark. I mean, things like this are landmarks,
I mean, from what I was told the other day, I had a guy come in here, he's writing a book.
Yeah.
He said that Route 20 is the only route that goes east to west through the United States. It's the only one left. We're right there on it. So, I mean,
It's your first time here, you say?
Yeah.
Just passing by?
Passing by, driving down 20.
How was it?
That was amazing.
yeah, we actually,
Is this your first time here?
This is my first time here, yeah.
How'd you find it?
A friend of mine actually recommended it,
Okay.
and then I drove, so here I am.
Do you consider yourself a hot dog aficionado?
Yes, I will turn down a hamburger for a hot dog anytime.
Wow. What do you got there?
Chili cheese fries.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
You're going to ruin your dinner, you know.
Who cares?
They can make a picture of me eating a hot dog.
Ooh. Chowing down.
a little bit more relish?
You can take the root beer home, but you can also take some of their fresh toppings home too. They have those for sale as well. Looks like they're almost sold out.
I work full-time somewhere, but in hopes, the whole idea with the hot dog place, what David started, would be that we could get to the point where it would be able to support the two of us. Whether I should mention this on camera or not, we've put a lot of thought into the fact that we're going to add a really nice fried clam to our menu. Because that's just, this is, the area wants it.
Yep.
We've taken some polls from the customers, and we're really looking into doing it right like we've done everything else. We're going to have the right batter, it's going to be fresh. We're going to have our own little seasoning on it. We're going to start with a fried clam, and then of course, then what comes along with that is you're doing scallops, you're doing fish. So we're starting, we're always adding something. Even though it's a small place, we've consistently added what the customers have asked for. And you got hot dogs and hamburgers. They say are the two most, number one and number two foods in America to eat. We added our French fries, we got our fresh chili. So we do a loaded fry with bacon, chili, cheese, and it's all homemade stuff.
What do we have here?
It's a taco dog and the chili cheese with no relish.
And of course, a nice frosty mug of root beer.
Yeah, the root beer, which I hear is also excellent.
What did you get today?
2 Fenway Franks.
How are you going to dress them?
Oh, ketchup, mustard, relish, onions.
Ketchup on a hot dog?
Absolutely.
You sound like Clint Eastwood.
You're a simple guy, you get the mustard and onion, but what we do...
Oh no, I've tried some other stuff too.
Yeah, we make our own relishes fresh, we make our own chili barbecue.
Cool.
Anyway, enjoy your Friday.
Thanks, man. I'll
see
be back.
See you next time. Edge Old Fashioned number 43 root beer and your Aloha dog.
And the Aloha dog has the pineapple relish. Looks like there's some chili on there and barbecue sauce. Time to chow down. My Aloha dog from the Edge Diner. I'm here with Chris and Dave Krupsis and their old number 43 barrel of root beer. And now I'm going to chow down.
That's awesome.
I loved this dog the last time I was here. I love it even more now. All fresh stuff, good guys, sticking to their guns. They're idealists, hot dog idealists. Go fresh or go home at the Edge. Check it out.
Set it up, it's pretty good.
Old number 43 root beer.
Have a happy KM hot dog day. Year.
You work for KM?
I sell.
Yeah.
Happy National Hot Dog Month.
Happy National Hot Dog Month. Happy National Hot Dog Month.
Hey, you gotta be
Happy National Hot Dog Month.
Happy National Hot Dog Month.
Happy National Hot Dog Month. Oh. What do you think it takes to be successful in the hot dog business?
no idea. You can cut that. Happy National Hot Dog Month.
Excellent.